Hey, what's going on? If you want to get a complete system that makes melting fat easy and is 100% automated, then I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of your page right now. YouTube doesn't let me make that link clickable, so you're actually gonna have to type it into your browser, or I also put the copy of the link in the description, so you can click on that or type it into your browser. All right. For now, enjoy the video, and after you're done with this video, make sure to go to that link to get a complete fat melting system.
So one of those game changers that you normally don't think about, that's really holding you from losing that weight, getting in shape, and getting that six pack is liquid. You know what you drink throughout the day. A lot of times you'll be following our eating plan and following the right type of foods that you should be eating, and then you're not even thinking about what you're drinking, and you might be drinking juice and soda and alcohol, and those are really the three main things that you have to watch out for. It's juice, soda, and alcohol, and they really add up. You know, if you're drinking 3 cans of soda a day, 12-ounce cans of soda a day, you're talking about 550 calories, 560 calories, somewhere around there. And just by cutting out 1 or 2 or 3 sodas a day, you're talking about that's another pound off every week. So it really adds up, and these little things, when we really get them under control, you see a huge difference. Like we always talk about in all the videos. You take away 10 little things, and now you're talking about taking away 10 pounds. So they make really big differences. Alex, what are some key things to watch out for when you're drinking juice and drinking alcohol and soda and all that?
All right, so the biggest thing is to know that the soft drinks are manufactured to not only make you more thirsty, but to make you addicted to their drinks, right? So if you look at the ingredients in something like a Coca-Cola can, they actually have salt in there, and they also have sugar. If you look at it, Coke can has a lot of sodium, and obviously it has a lot of sugar. Now, what they're trying to do by putting salt in there is make it so that you never really can quench your thirst.
Very
and
tricky.
it makes you super addicted to it. So the first thing to do is to completely eliminate. I know they can be addicting. If you're addicted to it, then make a serious goal to stop drinking any kind of soda, because they really are the enemy of weight loss. I know there's some simple math that if you just drink what is the math? That you gain 1 pound of pure fat for every I forget how many cans you drink of Coke.
So you can drink a Coke. I think it's about 10 or 12 cans of Coke, and you're talking about gaining like 1 pound of pure fat. So it's really quick, and it sneaks up on you. Every day you're drinking 3 or 4 cans, and it's really bad. And like Alex said, the best thing you can do for soda and drinking these drinks is to just totally cut it out and set your goal. But one of the things that I use for a lot of my clients to help them, I'll give you an example. One of my clients, she eats really well. And she's about 290 pounds, or she was 290 pounds. She was really overweight, and she was never losing weight. And I sat down with her, like, Adriana, what's going on? What's the problem? And she's like, oh, I eat good. And I'm like, write down everything you eat. So long story short, she drinks about 7 big glasses of juice every day, all kinds of different kinds of juices. The regular juice you buy at your regular store at the store, orange juice, apple juice, the sugar induced juices that you buy, and she drinks a huge amount of those. So she really couldn't get off. I told her, you gotta stop, and this went on for a couple of months. And that's the best way, by the way, just to stop, period. But if you can't do that, we can do little techniques. So I'm like, okay, for the next 4 days, you're just gonna take out, instead of doing 7 glasses, you're gonna do 6 glasses. And she did that. And then I said, for the next 3 days after that, once she accomplished that, you're going to do 5 glasses instead of 6. And we slowly worked down. Now she's doing about half a glass a day, or she's not even really drinking juice anymore. And long story short, in 6 months, she's lost 70 pounds of pure fat. I'll show you guys pictures later. I know it's like, this is for men, but the same thing applies to women. She lost a crazy amount of weight, doing nothing else. She stuck to the plan and everything as far as the food and the working out, but it wasn't doing anything when she was drinking so much juice. So she stuck to the plan with the juice, took it all out, and now she's down in weight, and she'll keep on getting down, and she's getting closer and closer to her goal weight.
All right, so those are the first 2 enemies to rapid fat loss. And really, if you're currently drinking a lot of juice or Coke, you can even get excited, because they're one of the highest leverage points in order for you to start melting fat quickly. If you transfer from fruit juices or Cokes and soft drinks into the alternatives that we're gonna give you in this video, you're literally gonna be able to make a massive transformation, because it's really pure sugar and pure fat. So avoiding fruit juices and avoiding carbonated drinks like Coke and Sprite, all those kinds of things are obviously bad for you. You probably already know that. Another thing I want to talk about that some people don't know is diet sodas, diet drinks. All those diet products contain aspartame, and aspartame, while it might not have calories, it's been proven to actually give cancer to rats, and is just linked to a whole bunch of really horrible health damages to your body. So definitely eliminate all the diet products as well. So far, the common drinks to avoid are the fruit juices that are high in sugar. We got the Cokes, we got Diet Cokes as well, and any kind of sodas that are diet, any kind of sodas in general, with Sunkist, Sprite, whatever it is. So really, these high sugary drinks are one of the main reasons why even kids are getting diabetes now. So, type 2 diabetes is now becoming more and more common in children, and one of the biggest reasons why is because of these soft drinks. They're in school everywhere. They get them, there's vending machines in school. They get sodas with their lunch. They get sodas for a snack. And what happens is these sodas are constantly spiking their insulin throughout the day. There's no place in nature where you can get all that sugar naturally. If you look at a sugar cane, in order to get even 1 gram of sugar, you have to do a lot of work and actually scoop it out. So just technology in this sense has made it super easy to process sugar and be able to stuff it inside of a little can, and it's spiking insulin, and it's really one of the worst things, not just for gaining pure fat, but for your health, to completely destroy your health and to spike your insulin, to give you highs and lows in terms of energy. Getting rid of sodas and all these sugary drinks we're talking about, it's going to help you immensely for giving you a more stable mood, and giving you clearer focus, and getting rid of those highs and lows that soda can give you.
And there's one more thing that we really want to talk about as far as liquids go and drinking is alcohol. We really we want you to stop drinking alcohol. Period. Alcohol is really not that good for you. I know you could do the whole glass of wine thing a day, the red wine, and the studies that say it's good for your heart. But as far as chain drinking, going out and drinking 5 glasses of tequila and all that stuff, it's not good for your health. It breaks down your muscles, and on top of that, it's adding those calories. Just like drinking a can of soda, you drink a couple of those, and next thing you know, you've ingested 500-600 calories. And with alcohol, it's even easier because you get those mixed drinks and everything with all the sugar liquors and the mixers and all that. And next thing you know, you're drinking 800 calorie drinks a piece, and 3 of those, and you're killing yourself. You're destroying your whole week as far as burning fat and melting fat and ripping up.
Yeah. So if you are gonna do it, we really recommend obviously not do it.
But here are all the substitutes now.
If you're gonna do it, don't mix the alcohol with the sugary drink. Use soda water, use tonic. If you're gonna mix it, I personally think tequila gold agave is one of the healthiest kinds of liquor you can have. Obviously, I think beer is one of the worst ones you can have. It's filled with sugar. Even the light beers are really not so good for you, and give you obviously the beer belly and all that kind of thing.
So what liquors would you recommend?
So if I was going to pick one drink that's going to be the healthiest, I would do something like tonic water, tequila gold made out of 100% agave, and I would do some lime or lemon on there, and it'd just be a little drink. It's not going to spike your insulin.
Vodka and rum are good as well.
Yeah, those are good as well. I read some studies that the tequila made from 100% agave actually doesn't spike your insulin as much, and it's actually healthier. But this is just what I've researched and what works best for me. I know for sure that if you are going to drink something, do whatever you can to not mix the sugar with the alcohol, because that's absolute poison, and it's going to completely mess up all the progress and all the hard work you did throughout the week if you exercise and you eat right. Not to mention, if you drink too much, you most likely are going to be going to a drive-through and maybe eating some fast food.
They link together.
Yeah.
That's like the what they call the gateway drug. It's like the gateway drink. Once you get to drinking, next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. and you're at fasted restaurant, like Alex said. On top of that 2,000 calories you already ingested, you're talking about another 2,000, and these are all like nutritionless calories. They're
and you have them right before you go to bed as well.
Exactly.
So you're going to be stored purely stored for fat. So really, the best thing is to avoid that post drinking binge as well. If you are going to eat something post when you're hungover, Jason's got some cool tips for that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? If you're enjoying the video so far, do me a huge favor and click on the like button below. You'll get your good deed for the day out of the way. It helps me out a lot. Also, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment. Something as simple as good video or I enjoyed the video. It really helps me out with YouTube. Alright, here's the rest of the video.
Yeah, and so post hungover, I've never really drank before in my life. I've drank, like, to be honest with you, 5 times in my life. I don't like drinking. I just always been against it ever since I was a little kid. I had the first glass of, like, alcohol when I was 21. But as far as the best thing to eat after, I've been with my friends after they've been, hungover and drunk the next morning, and I've heard a bunch of different like reasonings behind what they should eat. One of my best friends says, you have to eat greasy food. He's like, man, every time I get hungover, I eat greasy food and I feel amazing. Another one goes and does another thing, like eats a crazy amount of sweets and ice cream and things like that. Says it makes him, cools him down, feels good. So there's a bunch of different things, and people have all these crazy high calorie intake methods the next morning to calm down. Now, an actual one that I've researched and it's proven is that you eat just eggs or scrambled eggs or poached eggs, something to deal with eggs and some whole wheat bread. Just, pretty much our basic breakfast. Now, the reason we eat eggs is eggs have this enzyme or a chemical in it. It's called cysteine. And what it does is the next morning, the reason you're feeling bad is because all these alcoholic chemicals and enzymes are in your liver and they're fighting your body. So that chemical that the eggs have, cysteine, goes in there and helps break down those alcoholic chemicals and makes you feel better. So it's an actual proven method in like a logical way
So
to feel better the next morning.
They should go to Denny's right after the club.
I mean,
24 hours.
I would not recommend Denny's. If you're gonna eat Denny's, make sure you tell them, that no butter over the eggs and cook it the way you want to cook it and follow our eating out program. But yeah, you can do that. But just eggs is a real good thing to eat after if you're hungover. But I know you're not gonna get there. But it's a little tip you can tell your friends and everything.
Exactly. So alcohol is the absolute worst thing you can do. Now the alternative for that, we gave you what to do when you're hungover. We gave you the ideal drink in terms of the gold tequila with the tonic and the lime. Actually, it's not going to spike your insulin too much. And now let's go into some alternatives for if you want to enjoy a drink with your meal, or if you just want to you really like flavor in your drink. What are some alternatives to just everyday drinks?
Yeah, one of the first I'd like to talk about a couple other things like Alex, you're talking about when you're enjoying your drink. A couple of rules is one, drink your drink to completion. So don't if you're drinking wine or something of that nature, wine a lot of times you're with your friends and it's halfway done and your friends are like, oh, let me fill it up, and they filled up, and you sort of lose track of how much you drank and how many glasses you drank. So one thing is always drink your drink to completion. 2, ice is good, ice is nice, so you want to fill that drink up with ice, so it's going to be watering it down and make it feel like a fuller drink. 3, you can add little things to it. We can do things like for wine, you can add sparkling water to it to make it like a spritzer, slow down the pace of the drinking. We can add so many different flavorful things into it that aren't going to add calories. Like Alex can throw out some examples there, but I know we have lemon, lime, mint's awesome. Cucumber. Yeah, cucumber is extremely low in calories. You're talking about almost 0
It's
calories.
really refreshing too. That's my favorite. Where you just put a pitcher with water and you cut some cucumbers and you put it in there and you just put it in your fridge. That post workout is great. Another really good post workout drink, now that we're giving alternatives, is to cut out the Gatorade, and you can use something like coconut water.
Yes.
Coconut water has been proven to it has all the things that replenish your electrolytes as well. And it's it has some of the sugars, so
Natural sugars,
so you replenish your glycogen stores, and it hits a spot after a workout.
Yeah, so all these things, just like I said, with a pitcher of water, you can do cucumbers, you can do mint, you can do lemons. At my gym, I know we talk to the clients about this, and I see men coming in with just the regular plastic water bottles, and they stuff lemon in there and mint in there and shake it up, and now they have a flavorful drink. Because me, I'm just probably just like you, or maybe a little different, but as far as drinking water, I really don't like water that much. As far as like the bland taste, I would prefer to have something with taste. So that's why I put lemon in my drink, mint in my drink, stevia in my drink. I put all these things in there so I have flavor, but at the same time I'm really low on calories and are really good in health wise, because water is the best thing for you to be drinking.
Yeah, nowadays if you live near a Whole Foods or one of those health markets, they have so many cool drinks that are actually healthy for you that are already done. Things like kombucha filled with probiotics, so that you actually can give your body probiotics and get a delicious drink at the same time. And they have a variety. They have an entire aisle with all these real, some of them not so healthy. Just make sure you stay away from all the sugary stuff. But they have a lot of cool things that you can try and test and really find one that you enjoy, and then just have that. So there's really so many alternatives. We're really mixing and matching, making sure that we're not thinking about either it's going to taste real good or it's going to be good for me, right? We're really looking for stuff that it's going to taste good and it's also going to be good for you. We're mixing, getting the best of both worlds so that we can actually enjoy every single meal, enjoy every single drink, and still be healthy and get that automatic six-pack.
And the biggest thing, on top of just being able to enjoy and drink healthy things, is being conscious of this. The biggest problem would be that you're drinking orange juice, the regular store-bought orange juice, and that's filled with sugar, and you're not conscious that that's actually bad for you. You're ingesting all these unhealthy sugars and things like that. And that's one of the biggest reasons why you're putting on weight. So if you're conscious about drinking and liquid, that you have to be conscious of what you put in your body as far as liquid. That's a big step, and that's the biggest step as far as being aware and being able to make a difference. And also, as far as juice, I want to throw a last little tip out there. If you want to drink juice, the best thing to do is make your own juice. And you can do it with a juicer. I have a juicer. It's a emulsifying juicer. You can Google it. It's really good. They're the best thing for making juice. I really enjoy making juice and veggie juice and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun.
This video kind of just to give you ideas. There's no, one set recipe, one you follow. We're just, giving you a bunch of ideas. Everybody's taste is different. Everybody prefers different things. Some people really like cold drinks. Some people really like hot drinks. So if you're someone that really enjoys hot drinks, obviously watch that video on Magic Bullet Coffee that we gave you. And another tip for hot drinks is obviously tea. Tea is great for a variety of reasons, including suppressing appetite. It's delicious. You can do things like mint tea. You can put a little bit of manuka honey in there. If you've never heard about manuka honey, it's the absolute best for getting over being sick, or it has a variety of benefits. If you YouTube manuka honey, you can actually see videos of manuka honey like healing like severe scars and people like third-degree burns. It's like one of these honeys that has so many probiotics and so many live enzymes in it that it has a plethora of benefits. So teas, make sure to, if you enjoy hot drinks, you can do some teas. You can put some manuka honey in there. It does have some calories, obviously, because it's honey, but as long as you're staying within the program, you'll be fine. You can put manuka honey just because all the health benefits outweighs any calories that you would get from it. So as always, we'll have a list below this video with all the ideas we gave you and all the resources and links that you need right below this video. You can download the PDF, print it, and understand drinks can be habitual. So start installing new drinks. If you're used to drinking Gatorades, try some coconut water. If you're used to maybe having a fruit juice, maybe do that cucumber, put inside the water and inside of a pitcher, so you have that cucumber water. It's really refreshing. So just start trying and testing new drinks until you find one that you love, that doesn't have so many calories and that actually gives you a bunch of health benefits, more energy, and get that six-pack.
Hey, real quick, one more thing before you go. I want to make sure you know that there is no correlation between how hard you work and how much fat you melt or how much muscle you build. All right? There's enough science, enough data out there that there's absolutely no correlation between hard work and results. All right? There's a difference between movement and achievement. All right? If you want to learn my best tips, what I call the 5% hacks that allow you to get maximum results, maximum fat loss, maximum lean muscle gain, I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of this page, or you can click on the link in the description. All right, you're going to get a complete system for melting fat in an intelligent and streamlined system. I'll see you there.